Hi everyone, so I'm legit about to go to bed, so sorry that the lighting sucks and I look like I'm dead asleep because it's really late and I already took my makeup off, so this is what we get. But I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this, or maybe there are people that have, but I haven't heard anybody talk about this, and it needs to be said because it's just driving me nuts, because I think there's a huge misunderstanding, or at least a huge lack of understanding in the LOA, law of assumption / law of attraction communities. I know there's such like a huge beef from law of assumption coming towards LOA. So I don't know if it's the same vice versa, but it just seems like there's, just some heat going towards the law of attraction from the law of assumption community. So anyway, the reason why that is because I think a lot of the law of assumption teachers, and maybe like the people who follow them as well, feel that law of assumption is a lot more clear than a law of attraction. And if they just say affirmations and change their thoughts, that their reality will change and it will manifest. And that is 100% true. I'm not disagreeing or challenging that fact. But what they're like not missing is the integration of law of attraction in law of assumption. And the integration comes so when you're saying these affirmations, the intention is to change your state of being. That's basically like you're changing who you are, how you're operating on a not only subconscious level, but on an energetic level. So when you do this, you're actually shifting energies by saying these affirmations, because your thoughts are creating your beliefs, they're creating your world. And when you're creating a different thought and that actually starts to take hold in your mind, you're just going to automatically start to shift into a different energetic state, which is what actually brings about the manifestation. Because no matter what, you're not going to be able to get what you want if you have resistance, which is why so many people I think struggle in law of assumption, because they're like, we're saying these affirmations and it's not working, and they're just running themselves ragged because they are like, I don't see any changes, nothing's changing, because they keep, number one, they're also checking the 3D. And the point of an affirmation is not to just check the 3D to see if it's come to you, but to change your actual mind, because that's where affirmations work. They don't work out there. They work in here to work out there, if that makes sense. So they change your thoughts in your mind, and then your mind is then what projects your reality outwards. So and I understand why law of assumption thinks the law of attraction isn't clear, because there's a lot of information out there that I don't necessarily agree with either. Like, just, I don't even know, because I don't really follow a ton of these law of assumption or law of attraction channels, but I mean, there's so many different methods that have just become like very extrapolated from what I think the original spiritual teachers are intending, just for either like views or likes. And I wish I could say what those are, but like if anybody actually knows what they are, just like comment below. I think there's like the water method, where you like charge the water and then there's like pour it into a different cup, or I don't know, something like that. But there is something to water, because the molecule, like everything has an energetic state. Like my bed frame has an energetic state, my shirt has an energetic state, like myself, my hair, everything, like my book on my nightstand has an energetic state. Everything's operating at an energetic state. So yeah, like water is going to have an energetic state, and water is fluid. So like I understand that there's something there with that, but the point is that I'll get into stuff about David Hawkins and like the vibrational scale that he discusses in his books, and also I know that there's like other people who discuss like vibrational scale, and it's truly like a huge thing in Buddhism, because really like just getting to a point of self-realization, which is like ultimately what Buddhists are usually in the process of going towards, from what I'm aware of. Again, I don't want to like speak for Buddhists, but it just seems as if they're, forsaking, material possessions and things of the material world to reach the point of self-realization. And as you're going up in that scale, that's like this scale that we're referring to of, energetic levels. And the top energetic levels are like states of love, states of bliss, things like that. And the more you become disassociated and you let go of, the 3D around you, and you start to associate more with your higher being, like your internal self, your internal state. Not state, I guess it's a state, but it's you can't really put words to it. It's the I am. I mean, that's like really what it comes down to. But once you reach higher levels of, like once you reach higher energetic levels, like you're so disassociated from what goes on in the 3D that things just manifest to you so quickly because of your energy, like the state you are energetically in. So that's really like the law of attraction. But the reason why they integrate, and like why the law of assumption and the law of attraction go hand in hand, is because the law of assumption is just proving that your assumptions are true. So that's going to state why the law of attraction works. And the law of attraction is tied to the law of assumption because, the law of assumption is tied to the law of attraction because you need the law of attraction to reach the point where you release the resistance and the thing ends up coming to you. And whether or not you do that from affirming, you're still reaching that point. You're still reaching that point energetically, because it's not going to come to you unless you reach that point. I hope that makes sense. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share. I mean, there's so much we could go into with regard to both. I know this is a heated topic, which is kind of why I love talking about it. Maybe I'll get the most comments on the fact that my lighting sucks. I don't know. But I hope you guys like this video. And yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are on both, either if you're really staunch on one versus the other and why, because I would really love to get a discussion going about this. I think it's fascinating. I think both laws are very fascinating, and they both work very integrally to me and just very interestingly. So yeah, please comment below. And if you like this video, please like it, please share. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.